and today I have my first update for the Wizard of Panning series. I realise in my intro I kept calling it the Panning of Oz. Please excuse my stupidity. And I also realised that my introduction has only just recently gone up, along with a lot of my other introductions. They were filmed a lot earlier in February. I've just had a bit of a time funk and not been able to edit things and upload them. So there has been at least a month past since I filmed my introduction to these projects. But here we are, The Wizard of Panning, my first update. This is a collab hosted by the Pantastic ladies. I will link them in the info box. And I'm very excited because I actually have an empty. I'm guessing if you've not long watched the intro, you could probably guess which product it is. But let's just jump in. So first of all, we have Dorothy, something they thought you could pan fast, and I picked Estee Lauder's Sensuous Rose, which I haven't actually used since the intro. So we're just going to skip past that guy. Then we have Wizard of Oz Something Deceiving, which is the Tarte Shape Tape in Light, which again I haven't used either, so we'll skip past that. Tin Man, which was Something Silver. Decay Lipstick in 1993. I have not used this either. This is not a good start. Not a good start. Scarecrow, something that you've scared to pan. I picked the NARS Casino bronzer, which again I have not touched. NARS, what am I saying? Cowardly Lion, something that is out of your comfort zone. The Maybelline lipstick in Red Revolution? Again, have not touched. Here's something I have used. Glinda, Something Glittery. Diamond Dog from Urban Decay. I have been using this a little bit, not enough to see any visible progress. To be honest, if I just hit pound on this, I would be super happy. So there is that guy. We have the Wicked Witch of the West, or Miss Gulch, Something That You Hate. We have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, which I have been using. There's no, I sort of folded it back so I could see some progress. There hasn't really been much. I've used it about 5 times. That was a weird noise, I'm sorry. I kind of like it. If I use it multiple days in a row, I really don't like it. Like if I'm just using it once a week, it's fine. And doing it that way, I'll definitely get it finished up by the end of the year. Maybe I just use it twice a week. That would be perfect. But yeah, it's really just not my thing. I'm not into this foundation at all. Again, there's just something really drying and aging about it. I've heard a lot of people compare this to, I've heard a lot of people compare the concealer that goes along with this to the Tarte Shape Tape, and the Tarte Shape Tape, in my opinion, is far superior. Far superior. I've used Tarte Shape Tape all over my face as a foundation, and it is far superior to this. That is my little rant on that. Next we have Toto, Something That You Love. And I picked the Dior Classic Matte Lipstick, which I have been using a fair bit. You can see the Dior symbol is starting to wear a bit even more. From this point onward, I am going to be starting to mark all my progress, so you'll get more definitive progress in the next update, rather than just me trying to convince you I've used something. Next we have Munchkins, Something That Protects Your Skin. The Max Factor Face Finity. I've used it maybe once or twice, but not a whole lot. I've been too busy working on the Becca Backlight Primer Filter in my A to Z project pan, but yeah, that one's almost finished, so I'll be starting to work on this really, really soon. And then we have the Lollipop Guild, something candy related, and for that I picked Swank, the Bare Minerals lip cream, which I think I've maybe used once, or maybe used this one once, I can't quite remember, but we'll get to this one in a moment. Monkeys, Something That Stalks You and That You've Been Meaning to Pan. I picked the Laguna and Orgasm duo. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that my Laguna cracked and that I repressed it, and in that process I frankened it. I put in another bronzer that I was working on that was almost finished, and mix in some, it was Becca Bali Sands, and I mixed in Dim Light from Hourglass. So I have a brand new bronzer that I'm working on, but to be honest, with the way I'm going through it, I will probably have hit pan on this by the next update. So I'm not even annoyed. Annoyed? That was weird. I'm not even annoyed that I was almost finished it and now it's a full pan. I'm not even annoyed because I'm gonna finish like 2.5 products all in the same go. So I'm fine with that. Orgasm, however, I am super happy about this guy. It is getting really, I've been working mostly on this section that hasn't got pan on it because I don't want the same thing to happen as did over here, because it is getting very, very thin here and along the edges there. I don't know if you can see. So yeah, I've been working where the product is thickest. I have a feeling I might need to repress this soon, and when I do have plans to franken it with something. I know, because this is like a year-long project, I'm not too worried about rushing through it. I might actually mix a bit of Sensuous Rose in there, make it a little bit less glowy. We'll see. Next is a horse of a different colour, something duochrome, and I have a vanilla quartz from Becca, which I've used a couple of times. I've mostly been working on one that's almost finished, but yeah, we'll get there with it. Anti-M, something that is comforting. I picked the lip cream in Boss, which again, I can't remember between Boss and Swank which one I used a couple of times. I'm really sorry about that. Next is Uncle Henry, something that brings back memories. We have the Superstay foundation from Maybelline, which I haven't used, so we just won't talk about that. Yellow Brick Road, something gold, which is the Clarins Gold Liner. I don't have that here at the moment. I have used that a couple of times. I haven't sharpened it. There's not a whole lot of progress, so you're not missing out on anything there. Emerald City is something green, and this is the exciting part. I finished it. There's like the tiniest little nub there, but nothing really comes out. So yeah, I'm going to call it done because every time I use it, the plastic scratches my eye, so we're just going to call it quits with that guy. But yay, my first empty. It's my second makeup empty of the year. Next we have Ruby Slippers, something red, and I've been using True Red from Avon. This is the lip liner that I didn't have last time. But yeah, this is True Red. I've been using this a couple of times. I've actually been using it with nude lipsticks, and it works out really, really well, surprisingly. I kind of thought I would pair it with the red lipsticks, but I've mostly been pairing it with nudes, which is an odd combo, but it works really well. And then lastly, we have Poppies, something you only use at nighttime, and I put in a makeup remover, the No. 7 Cleansing Balm, which has been sitting on my bedside table since I started this, since I put up an update, and I've only used it twice. So there's still a ton of product in there. So yeah, I will probably have used way more of it by the time I do the next update. And we'll probably have finished it by the end of May. So yeah, that's my guesstimate. Is that a bit generous of an estimate? We'll find out. So that's my progress so far. I'm really happy. As I say, I'm going to be a lot more on top of tracking my progress from here on in. And hopefully I'll have more empties by the next update. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish anything by the next update because everything is still quite very full product. But fingers crossed, we might be able to finish something else. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.